Hi, Peter. Highlights. I'm sorry again to bother you guys, but um, Peter has been going off again, running his mouth again about the Fort Erie Kinsmen and what happened. So, once again, I was going to give the details. I was going to let it die, just let it, fade away. But the guy just constantly spreads lies. And the problem is, a few people have come to me and asked me what's gone on. So obviously people want to know, and I'm going to set the record straight right now. So Peter, being Peter, as you all can see on highlights and how he is, him and his cronies had sent in numerous letters. Okay, I know he's going to deny it because one was anonymous, and he'll never admit that it was him. But Jeff Irons has admitted that he sent in one, and he also admitted that it was about revenge. So we've got screenshots of that. Thank you, Jeff. Lawyers love that one. So anyway, back to the Fort Erie Kinsmen. The reason we left, and let's get this straight, okay? Yes, you had sent in a bunch of bogus letters in complaint. The funny thing was, out of over 2 years, 1,400 screenshots, I said the least out of anybody. So it was ironic that in 4 years I was with that club, all of a sudden these letters came in. Just out of the blue, like, wow, like everyone was mad. I don't know what was going on. But they were only about me. None about Nick Dubinow, none about Austin Gooder, none about Nooch, none. It was all about me. So that was the first mistake you made. It was obviously targeted at me being the vice president. I don't know so much Dan's involvement, but he threw us under the bus, and I'll get to that in a minute. Back to you, Peter. Back to those screenshots. I want to show you this. This here is the name, if you can read that, Richard Bison. This was the JP that Leslie and I went and saw, and we showed all the evidence of all the screenshots of the things you've been saying. In those screenshots, there were months that went by that I didn't say a word, okay? But every day you had something to say, and we got it all. So that JP, for everyone watching this video, he said, in his opinion, this was criminal harassment, okay? I hope you guys are paying attention. Criminal harassment, I'm showing you his name, okay? But he needed a police investigation, and that's where we ran into a roadblock, because the police wouldn't investigate it. The police said it was a waste of time and to get off Facebook. So, basically we're all a bunch of children. So that's fine. The JP said it was criminal harassment, and I just showed you his name. Everyone out there in Facebook land, he gave me that piece of paper, okay? He handed me that and said, take this to the staff sergeant in Fort Erie, and she ignored it. So anyway, according to him, it was criminal harassment. Going back to the Kinsmen, I see you met my girlfriend today. I told you I only date beautiful women. Anyway, she works for a lawyer, that's true. You also, it's funny, you ran your mouth saying that we were kicked out, and that, especially me, and that we would never get back in. We've already been asked back, because the club's hurting because of what you did, okay? There's short volunteers for bingos, there's short volunteers for events, and to be honest, we were the ones that were doing most of it at this point. So, now they're scrambling trying to get all this stuff done. Thanks, Peter. Well done. You hurt Fort Erie, okay, to get revenge. So, that's your ego. So that's what you did. So Larry Graber was in on it, and I'm just going to let everyone know. We had requested several meetings with Larry, and Larry ignored us. Not only did he ignore us, he lied. He actually said we never did. And the funny thing was, he was quoting things in a message that I had sent him where I had requested one of those meetings, sat there to the club and told the club that I was lying. Yet, he had my messages printed out in front of him, and Austin Gooder saw it. So, Larry, Austin saw you lie. That's what you don't get, okay? Then you took it even a step further and lied some more and said that you and I had a meeting, which never, ever happened. There's no record of it, You completely made that up, Larry. And you made up a bunch of other stuff, too, okay? So, and then Dan Struger put this bogus motion together that would have never got passed because it wasn't legal. We know it wasn't legal because we had a lawyer look at it and said, first off, the motion was it was biased. It basically was just throw him out of the club. That's all it said. It wasn't about protecting the club or getting to the bottom of anything. It was just throw him out of the club. So, you guys screwed up in so many ways. But Dan Struger, if you're watching this, you're not too bright. See, what you did to get some support within Kin Canada was you actually used Austin Gooder. And this is why Austin's also mad at you, okay? You told people that I was bullying Austin because of his sexual orientation. What you didn't get was that those people were going to call Austin and ask him if he was okay, and sympathize with him and tell him, oh, we're so sorry this happened to you. And Austin's response was, Greg's my friend. Greg was never doing any of that. So Struga, you're a liar, okay? So you went out and spread bullshit about me and lies, and you used Austin's sexual orientation in your ploy. So that's disgusting as far as I'm concerned. So when all of this comes out, it'll be surprising if you still have a place in Kin. Now, as far as me trying to shut down a chapter of Kin, that's all bogus. That's all lies. What happened was Derek McGuigan sent me a very threatening email, which I'm going to publish here in the comments under this for everyone to read, threatening to beat me up because LinkedIn sent him a connect request. That's how nuts the guy is. And so he fired back with he was going to beat me up if I ever contacted him again. So yeah, I took that to Kin Canada because it's pretty serious, and you'll see it when I publish it, how stupid it is, okay? So keep making up your lies, Peter. Keep running your mouth. Keep going on and, talking about, you said we were kicked out, then you backpedaled when you recognized my girlfriend worked for a lawyer and she told you it was slander. Then you changed your story to resignation. I mean, it's just all bull. The problem was Larry was lying. We knew Larry wasn't going to stop, and we knew you weren't going to stop, and there was no point sticking around. We were volunteers. So we just decided to walk. But, good job. I'm happy for you. You got what you wanted. So, now keep spinning it, because that's what you do best.